So yeah, I think I believe that was the only song of our 10 that had a fade out. I feel like.
I was also just realizing that when it was fading out, I was about to bring that up as well, which is interesting. I feel like as time has gone on, the fade out has been less in vogue as it used to be.
Yeah, I think it still exists, just not on like the single of your album.
Yeah, I think that part of that might honestly be due to like the way that things are mixed now. That like it used to be like you would fade it out like with the fader on the console, and so that's just a really easy way to end it.
Oh yeah, you physically had to fade it.
Yeah, so it's interesting, and I'm wondering if maybe that's part of the reason why it was more common back then than it is now. But
yeah, there was like there was like a pinch more artistry in the fade out back in the day, where as in now you just click 2 points on a line and call it a day. Maybe change the curve of it.
Yeah, but yeah, I really liked that. What's it called? The keyboard instrument, the clav. Yeah. I really like that clav. I think that was a really cool texture in that song.
For sure.
And something that, especially in like the more progressive rock sound, is very, I feel like, kind of uniquely 70s.
Yeah.
I feel like progressive rock doesn't use that sound almost at all, like outside of like that era of it.
Yeah,
so I think
agree,
that's kind of cool.
Stevie Wonder. All those guys using it.
So when was the last album that they released? Okay, so they made a couple albums through 78, then they have a concert. Okay, so basically they were active throughout the 70s, essentially. Yeah. And then they re-released some stuff, did some live stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I like that we're having I like these deep cuts that are from older groups. That's really neat.
Yeah. And I like the for like if you listen to any other song on that album, it's very like disjointed and proggy, like very just like all over the place in terms of like a tonic. There's no real center of the song. This one is definitely just a plain old song. Like it's in like a major mood. You could probably learn it within a day, where the other ones are very like bass is all over the place, keyboards all over the place, like the rhythm is really weird, different time signatures. This one, very simple.
Yeah, which I think can be. I think that's one of the things that some prog groups don't do very well, is that they can write really interesting songs that go all over the place, but then they just can't write like a simple tune that might get them noticed a bit easier.
Yeah, slowly bring in the more casual crowd.
Yeah, and I think that can be a very unique skill to have that can really help you out.
Oh yeah.
So, like, some of the other stuff, would you say it's, like, almost atonal or just, like, a lot of modulation?
A lot of modulation. I wouldn't say it's atonal.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I will definitely give that more of a listen to at least that album. Have you listened to much of their other records, really?
Like, a tad bit, yeah. But The Power and the Glory has definitely stuck in my mind out of all of them.
Okay, then that'll be the one that I'll listen to first.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, this has been fun.
Indeed,
I've enjoyed this.
Let's see. Of your songs, my favorite is either "Pay Me" or might say "Summit Fever," but I think "Pay Me" is going to take it for me.
Yeah, that was a good one. Mm-hmm. I really like that. I think that my favorite for you might honestly be Classic J Dies and Goes to Hell Part 1.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Just because it's so all over the place, but that motif keeps it cohesive. Yeah. I just really dig that, and I want to see where this group goes, being that that's their only record so far.
Yeah, indeed. Coming out only last year.
Yeah, so I've got high hopes for their future.
I do as well.
Well, this has been fun, and this has been another episode of the Fresh Finds podcast.